What is going on, lunatics? The question of the day is, did the Terra Rebels developers quit en masse and leave the project? And the answer to that is no, nobody quit. Nobody did anything. Matter of fact, they're all buddies. But this was Clickbait, brought to you by Your Man Believes, so that you and I can talk about the price action and what you should know for the day. Now, if you appreciated that, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment so that we know that you like. If you hated it, if you just clicked on it and you're like, then hit the dislike button. That's still engagement. And tell me you don't like me down in the comment. But guess what? Hit the subscribe button anyway, because I'm going to make you laugh. I'm going to make you laugh. Even if you're not laughing right now, this is all a game. There's money involved. There's always money involved. But guess what? It's still just a game, and then the game is crypto. And at some point, the market's going to turn from bear to bull, and you're going to make a bunch of money. That's just going to be the way it works. It's not financial advice, but I'm always right.
Everybody listen up. Let's get it. I'm trying to put money in your pocket. That crypto wallet. That bing bada bing ching ching big profit. Even when the market's sideways, I'm looking for ways to get paid.
All right, guys, as you can see from the chart here, we have now broken the support line, and we are in this little cascade to the downside. You can see it started yesterday. There's really no cause for it, no alarm for it that really set anything off. But you can see there was a little bit of capitulation, little bit in most of these markets here, but the full-on beatdown is coming right now in the stock 600 because they said, crikey, the British Prime Minister, she disappeared, right? Or whatever they say. I have no idea. Crikey. I think they say crikey. It's, whatever. But that has led to the DXY spiking incredibly, which has led to people investing. Look, you want to invest in the dollar. You got to remember this. The reason that we're having these kind of massive cascades that are happening right now is because, and this got down to 1254, by the way. So you saw this whole thing start to break down. Why? Because why not invest in the dollar? The dollar is more valuable. Why not invest in a bond yield? You might look at yourself right now and you might be saying to yourself, hey, why would I invest in bond yields? Because that's only going to give me like 4.5% return. If U.S. Treasury bonds are 4.5% today, why wouldn't I invest in Bitcoin? I make way more out of Bitcoin. Well, go look at Bitcoin because for the year, it's down 68.9%. So the question is, do you want to lose 68.9%? Or do you want to gain 4.5%? For every $1 million, if you put $1 million in Bitcoin, you would now have $311,000. You would have lost $689,000 so far by just putting your money in Bitcoin, $1 million, and just letting it sit. Now, long term, does that change things? Does that make it? Are you going to go on a run? Is it going to be way bigger? Of course, we all know that. But the question is, what time can you get in and when can you do it, right? But what about Ethereum? If you put it in Ethereum, 68.7, you'd still be way down. The purpose and the point of all of this is that you would still be way down for your 1 year purchase, because that's just the way this market is breaking down. Okay. That's where we are. That's what's going on. Yeah, when you can make 4.5% off $1 million, it's $45,000. Now, is that enough to live on? Of course not. You need way more money in order to live on than $45,000 a year. But you know what? If you are a millionaire and you have $5 million and you put it into treasury bonds, then that's 45 times 5. So at the end of that, you have $225,000. Now, is that enough to live on? Well, that's a middle class life in America. So, maybe, but that's the kind of things that the market is doing right now. And we, as investors, we have to recognize that. Do we have $5 million to put in there so that we can live a comfortable middle-class life? No. What we have is Luna Classic, baby. And Luna Classic right now needs to get its shit together so that we can start to moon. Now, this also means that the USTC has collapsed as well, and it's down 4.8%. Now, that puts it right here. So if you're looking for any kind of play, I'm not in the market for a play. But if I were in the market for a play, then look at this. This right here is what happened the last time. So this is where we are again. We're testing this line right here. But what happened when we got to this line? We got this enormous bounce up here to 42 cents. So and 42 cents off of this is about 15 or 20%. So if you have the ability, then you might be able to get another pump right here. Now, the major pump should go to about 47 cents. So it's entirely possible that we get this big pump off of that to begin with. But that's what it's looking like right now. And you can see right here consistently, it's going right here to this 42 level. So, we're not out of the woods, but, we're hitting these 35 up to 42. I mean, that's 20%. Just think about that. That's 20% total that you can hit if this bounces and does what it's been doing the last bunch of times. A 20% lift is nothing to sneeze at. Now, my stake, 10,647,169 is now 27,423 in staking rewards. Again, this thing goes to $1. I just made $27,000 for doing nothing but sitting there. So just remember those things. There's no real big changes in the supply, any of this kind of stuff. It's, we're still getting burns. We're still getting a little bit here and there, but we are witnessing the breakdown. And the good thing about this might be that the market is pricing everything in. So it's all kind of working in unison. So it makes it a little bit more predictable. So maybe we'll see that it'll be better. Maybe it'll be better when this market starts to turn back around. And we might even see that very, very, very soon, because the earnings report in the US are coming out and they're really good. This is just kind of a crazy, non-explainable sort of event. So, black swan, if you will, without the massive amount of collapse. But we'll see. Volume of trading is 223 million right now, which is up 5%, even on one of these days when we're having this downward momentum. And again, with the Terra Classic USTC, the market is still kind of bleeding down the market cap, and the volume is continuing to a precipitous decline. But when there's money to be made by bouncing this thing up and down the chart, then believe that people will do it. So let's move on. Guys, if you like being clickbaited, then I'm your guy. If you like faces like this, I'm probably not going to give you those. I might every once in a while. If you like this one, because I look serious, let me know. But again, all I'm trying to do is make sure that you're really informed, not giving some pie in the sky bullshit that other people give you to try to tell you what magical thing will happen. Because guess what? It's not real. It's not financial advice. My name's Bleaves. I am always right, and we will talk to you guys again very, very soon.
I'm trying to put money in your pocket, that crypto wallet, that bing bada bing ching ching big profit. Even when the market's sideways, I'm looking for ways to get paid.